All right, let's move on to another issue very quickly. This time around, we're coming from the health angle. We're going to be talking about stem cells. Now, for a while now, medical conversations have been on this issue of stem cells. But then I know, and you know, that most of us don't know so much about it. We only, especially when you see anything that is medical related, a lot of people just gloss over it and be like, I'm not a doctor, I'm not concerned. But this is like the future of medicine. People are already talking about stem cells, creating awareness, and we are creating that awareness on the program today as well, which is why Mr. Fajulu is here. He is a stem cell enthusiast, more like an expert in this field. So let's talk, sir, about this issue of stem cells. We want to know what they are and why is it so important? Why is everybody talking about stem cells all around the world? Let's start from what they are. What are stem cells?
Wow, thank you. Now, what are stem cells? Stem cells are the mother cells in the body.
Mother cells?
Mother cells. They are the one responsible for producing other cells in the body. Now, we have biology, integrated science, or whatever it is taught us, that we have cells.
Yeah.
Group of cells come together to form tissues.
Yeah.
At the point they form tissues, they can't go back to being undifferentiated. But before they become tissues, they are undifferentiated. A particular cell can, once it is created, doesn't know I'm going to go to the eye from the beginning. But once it becomes tissue, they become tissue specific.
Okay.
Now from tissue, we now know that good. Combination of tissues make organs in the body. Now, we are all made of organs. Even the skin, which is the largest, is organ in the body. So that means if anything is wrong with any organ in the body, the best way to treat it is to go back to the cell. Now, let me use this table as an example. This is made of wood. Made of wood. Emphasis, made. If anything is wrong with this table, if I am to repair it, what will I take to repair it?
Wood.
Wood. I won't use any other thing because this is made of wood. The same thing with our body, our organs. Whatever is wrong with it, what we need to do is go back to the cells, the formation, the components, and solve the problem. And whatever the structure is, will be solved.
Okay.
So that is why we are going back to, we are educating people about what the stem cell is all about. Now, in countries, in other countries, a lot of research is going on now. For sure, what you can go online is there. A country like America is pumping millions of dollars. And guess what? We are doing the same thing in Nigeria too. You'll be surprised that there is a particular agency taking care of that particular study and research too, right here in Nigeria.
Wow.
Right here in Nigeria. Now, there are different kinds of stem cells. Now, I was joking with somebody. For example, there is what we call the human or the adult stem cell. Everybody has stem cell. The largest composition of stem cell is in the placenta. So, if you notice, when the baby is growing up or something like that, whatever is there, he will have to use whatever he has to solve the problem in the organ. And research also has that even when a mother has issues during pregnancy, it can take stem cells from the baby because of the connection and use it for herself, and somehow the problem gets solved in a way. So, now, in some countries, we have placenta bank. You know what's called placenta bank?
Yeah.
Imagine Nigeria. What do we do to placenta? Now, I'm not pushing that this way, but that is a form.
In Nigeria, when you have a baby, they bury the placenta.
They bury the placenta.
Yeah.
But in certain countries now, there is a bank now. What
when
do
you
do?
store the placenta.
When you store it, because if anything happens to the baby, they go to
they can go back to the placenta
and extract
the stem cells from
and apply it to the baby, and the baby will be fine.
Wow. You know, it was in the news not too long ago that people were now beginning to eat their placentas when they have babies. They eat the placenta, saying it was healthy.
Yes. Now because of the meat we have in Nigeria, we have not started doing so. If I ask you for the placenta of your baby, something like this will happen. God forbid, no way.
All the alarms in my head will go off.
Because we
ritualists.
Because we believe that the destiny of the baby is tied to the placenta.
True.
But the question is, as I said this question, what is eating it on the ground? Insect. Nothing more. Is it useful there? Nothing more. So that is why we are particular. Now, as I said, there are different kinds of plant stem cell. But what I'm particular about is the plant stem cell. Now, plant stem cell is you extracting the stem cell of a particular plant and introducing it to the body. A research was done by...
Sorry, let me cut in. So literally every living thing has stem cells.
Every living
And that is
thing.
Humans have stem cells.
Yes,
animals
have stem,
and plants have stem cells. Okay.
Yes,
all right.
Every living thing has stem cell. So the plant stem cell is what we... Now, a company discovered a particular apple. Now, it's not so common in this particular area, is a Swiss apple. Discovered that this particular apple has the genetic ability of a human being. What does that mean? If you hit a normal apple, in 10 seconds, it becomes brown, just a bite.
Yeah, if you bite it off.
That's the process of oxidation. What happens if you eat a particular apple and in the next 6 days, 30 days, 60 days, it's still not oxidating? They saw this particular apple and they said that this is strange. They also noticed that if anything happens to that particular apple, on the tree, no matter what, it's going to close back. For example, baby birds used to peck on it or insect. It will come back whole.
So it regenerates.
It
regenerates itself.
Now they now took, using the phytosanitary technology, we were able to extract this stem cell. Now apply it to human beings. If I tell you the discovery, it's online. Discovered that this 0.1 concentration can regenerate 80% of human stem cells.
Wow.
80%. So, what means, if anything is wrong with any organ, if I can get to the stem cell, I can fix the organ. So unless that organ is not in a human body. But as long as it's in a human body, the cell, coming from this, affecting the cells that we produce, they affect the organ.
All right, so if I'm to break this down to the nitty-gritty for easy understanding, stem cells, they are like the raw materials of the body.
Yes.
Okay, so if there's something wrong with, for instance, your kidney, you go to the stem cells of the kidney. And, you know, that can fix
If
the
anything
problem.
is wrong with any organ
Any organ of
it
the
shows
body.
that the cells, one, are dying, and no longer effect, because the way God created us is that we are self-sufficient.
Okay.
Everything we need is inside of us, technically.
All right, but then this is like a new advancement in medicine. Okay, so I remember in my school days, all we knew about cells then was whether it was white blood cell or red blood cells, and that was it. And, all right, so now that this new advancement in medicine is a new discovery on the stem cells and all that, can you tell us what the landmark achievement has been so far, what has been done with the stem cells, and why isn't it actively incorporated into medical practice?
Good question. Now, it's not necessarily new. It has been, but it's now becoming a little popular. The rate of acceptance is now, because research has been going on as early back as 1982. And it is just on and on, because now, you know, because the way we are, we don't just accept things. Now, you mentioned medical world. Yes, gradually, they are beginning, because the researchers who are medically inclined as well. So it's not just that somebody just came up and said, yes, they are going through different clinical trials right now in different countries. Some have gone through the clinical trials and they've certified them okay and applicable. It's gradually getting the acceptability. Look at the tab you are using. When it was created, who in the world will ever believe that everybody will be on tab? Oh, I remember this interview with Steve Jobs. They said, why are you quitting tabs? People are playing on paper. I said, good. They don't know that they need it. Or they will soon know that they need it. A lot of people are getting so much disappointed in with the medical world. I have people, I've seen people who are that they've spent so much. And it's like, instead of things getting better, it's not getting better. but they just tell them to keep spending. In fact, there's some diseases or some things that the medical will tell you that this has no cure. You can only be managed as long as you're alive. But I've seen a reverse of those things. I don't cite an example, let me use an example of my mom. What got me into this, what got me actually so excited about this is my mom. What is the issue? She's diabetic.
Diabetes?
Yes. My dad passed away 10 years ago because of this same issue. When it happened to my mom, they say, oh, something's up. I just said, okay, good, what is this? Now, at a point, because his diabetics it has to do with the pancreas, a lot of things will start affecting from that place. At a point, she couldn't walk. At a point, she couldn't see. And at a point, she just totally bedridden. And, anyway, today, hospital, out, in and out, it's becoming so draining. So, psychologically, a lot of things are just not right. To her, to us, everybody thinking.
So what did you do?
I heard about the plant stem cell, and I introduced it to her. That, okay, mommy, we just keep trying everything.
Let's try this.
And to my amazement, just some months after, I just said, hey, Tolu, I've stopped my insulin. I said, how? Mommy, please don't stop. I don't need it again. I discovered the next time I used my insulin, my blood sugar went up this time.
So stem cell treatment cured her of diabetes?
Yes.
Okay.
And yes, my mom is a
That's your mother. So that's a personal testimony.
That's a personal
because
testimony.
Because we're rushing with time.
Yeah, okay. That's
Let me ask you a question now.
Yeah.
For those of us who are already old,
okay,
our placenta has fat.
So now we are talking about plant stem cell. I'm not talking about placenta type here.
I understand
something about plants.
Yeah.
Plants, yes.
So stem cells from plants.
From
so
plants,
for
yes.
those of us now thinking futuristically about curing illnesses and all of that, how do we get access to these stem cells? Do we have to go to the hospital? Do we eat it in food? How are they available for us?
They are readily available around. Get a certified distributor to link you to as many as possible.
Oh, there are stem cells.
Now they have been packaged.
Medicine.
They have been packaged to make it accessible.
Okay.
You don't have to travel to India to do whatever you want to do. They've been made available in easy way and accessible for people. So I'm sure somebody listening to more. If you need more, you can get in touch. Now everybody is aging. We can't tell people not to grow old, but you can age gracefully. The last time I was in Ibadan, my mom offered to drive again. Wow. I just told her, Mom, what did you just say?
Can she see again?
Yes.
Wow.
I know she sees very well.
Yes, she can see again. But at a point, the only thing she does is she uses voice recognition.
Yeah.
I told her that is you. The first shock when I drove to Ibadan, there was a stain. He said, oh, what happened to her? You know, what did he say, ma? Don't you see the stain? Stain what? She saw that. That one did not shock me. And now I'm used to putting her at the back when I'm driving now. When I'm driving, I move car. You know, when you say somebody moves car, you know what it is to move car. The next I said, Tolu, they are going beyond 120. I just, okay. Oh, so she can see from this place, you know that I'm moving beyond that one. I was surprised. This was not there years ago. So it is readily accessible there. Well, as I said, you can get in touch with me. I want you to look better than this.
We're going to have this, more of this conversation.
Definitely.
Because we know that the world is now technology driven and new discoveries, are being made, especially in the medical world.
Yes.
And people need to get updated on all of this. I recall when we were growing up, they say, don't eat plenty eggs. Don't eat more than one egg a day. Egg is at a point. But now everybody has to eat egg. Eat plenty eggs and they are healthy for you. So that tells you that every day there are new information, new things are being discovered and all of that. So this stem cell thing, it's already everywhere. I've been hearing about it. Conversations have been going on, in different places on this stem cell. Go and read about it yourself. All right, that's why the internet is there. We can only do the little we can do in creating awareness, but this is like the future of medicine. Just in case you missed the beginning of this conversation, stem cells, they are unspecialized cells with the ability to develop into different types of cells, all right, such as the brain, the blood, muscle cells, and they actually act as a sort of internal repair system. So they are like the raw material, you know, or the storeroom of cells in the body. So whatever the ailment is, according to recent researches, if they can get back to the stem cells of that organ, you know, any kind of whatever can be fixed, which is a welcome idea. Of course, you know that a lot of scientists abroad are even working on anti-aging stuff, you know, how we can be 90 and look 18. Ha, I can't wait.
Trendy.
I can't wait. You know,
why I love it so
so
much.
you can actually grow old without all of those attendant illnesses.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So it's not. It's both.
Quick last words. Yeah.
It's both our preventive. Someone is saying, "Well, I don't need because I have nothing in my body." If you are 25 years old and above, and you are living in this world, something is in your body already.
If you are living in Nigeria,
if you are not living in Nigeria, something. It's your body. So you need to take care of those things. So it is both preventive and both curative.
Yeah.
In the body. So if there's something in your body, there's room for you. If you want to prevent whatever it is, there's room for you.
Thank you so much. We're looking forward to the day when the medical practice will begin to incorporate more and more of this knowledge on stem cells. Why this is important for you is so that you can make more informed medical decisions for yourself and your well-being, all right? So go read up on it, get more information about it, and, you know, just live a better and a wholesome life. Thank you so much, Mr. Fajilu, for taking the time.